Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving on Washington Boulevard and we're driving out of Kingston. Now we are heading towards Malines Road, the intersection with Malines Road. On the left, where you see those apartments, that's Malines Gardens, a residential area. And on the right is the Hugh and Den area. At this stoplight, you turn left, you go into Malines Gardens. Now straight ahead is the intersection with Malines Road. If we turn left at that intersection, we would head towards Halfway Tree. And if we turn right, we would head towards the Red Hills area. So this is the main road out of St. Andrew, when you're driving out of St. Andrew towards the country. And it intersects with Mandela Highway, where you can get all the highways that take you to the different parts of the country. Alright, now look at this person at the stoplight. And most of the stoplights in Kingston, probably Montego Bay as well, have persons that come up to your car to clean the windscreen. Sometimes even when you tell them no, they still come and want to clean your windscreen. And look at him walking in between traffic so close to the car. So now, there is some talk about driverless cars coming to Jamaica. The government is trying to put in the framework to allow these cars to operate on the Jamaican roads. So let's just discuss that quickly. When you have any driverless car and somebody comes up to the car like that and walks in front of it, the car is going to stop. Or if you're at the stoplight, the car might shut off because it's going to sense a person in the road and the car is not going to move. So the car might even turn off. So I don't see how it would be practical for driverless cars to be in Jamaica. Okay, at this stoplight, if you turn left, you go into Drewsland. If you turn right, you go into Marvelly. Very popular areas, large residential areas. Okay, yeah, so I don't understand, or based on, I've never driven in a driverless car, but from my understanding of how it works, if the car perceives a danger, like somebody stepping out in the road, it's going to stop. It's not going to move. So I don't see these cars being practical in Jamaica. Also, a major problem that Jamaican roads have is potholes. So what happens when this car, let's say you're trying to drive a driverless car into St. Thomas today. The poor car is going to be so confused when it comes on those roads, because do you even consider them roads? Some people call them a riverbed. The amount of potholes, trenches, the car is going to come to the pothole and stop and not know what to do, because it's going to think it's driving off a cliff or it's off the road. So I don't think those cars are going to work out in Jamaica. And then what happens when these cars driving behind a taxi that's going to stop in the middle of the road 5-6 times? What happens when somebody cuts up, when you bad drive these cars? I mean, it's sad to say, but Jamaica is a very indisciplined society when it comes on to using the roads. Very indisciplined. And most of these roads don't even have the white line. I don't understand why it's so hard to paint a white line in a road. I mean, look at the Port Royal Street project. That road was paved, the paving was finished, and it took months for them to put on the white line. Months. There are so many roads in Jamaica that don't have a white line. And we're talking main roads that you're trying to drive from Kingston to Negril. Okay, on the left here at this intersection, if we turn left, we're going to Washington Gardens. And if you drive through Washington Gardens, it takes you to Spanish Town Road. So I really don't see how that's going to work in Jamaica, these driverless cars. I don't see it being practical at all. Now the good thing is these cars come with a driverless mode and a driving mode where a person can drive it, physically drive it. So bring them in, let's see what happens, and if it doesn't work out, you go back to driving the car. But I personally don't think they're going to be very practical. They're not suited for the Jamaican road environment. Let's put it that way. The potholes, the indiscipline on the road, the lack of the white lines in the road. I mean, the sensors use these lines to help the car stay in its lane. I don't think Jamaica is ready for those kind of cars. What do you guys think? You can leave a message in the comment section below. Okay, at this intersection now, you turn left, you go into Corville Gardens. You turn right, you go into the Doheny Park area. And these are especially Doheny Park, it's a very large residential area, thousands of homes. Corville Gardens is not that big, but it has hundreds of homes. And if you notice, driving on Washington Boulevard, you have a lot of residential areas. So if you notice it's a 6-lane road, that's because there's a lot of traffic just from the residential areas. And then when you take into account the persons leaving from St. Andrew to go to Portmore or Spanish Town, and those two areas are where you're going to find the largest population outside of the Kingston and St. Andrew area. Now if we turn left here, we would go onto Spanish Town Road, and that takes us into downtown Kingston, or the Kingston area, where you have even more residential communities. So basically, we're now merging with Mandela Highway. So the traffic from St. Andrew comes on to Mandela to drive out of Kingston. The traffic from Kingston, and more specifically downtown Kingston, comes along Spanish Town Road and merges right where we're coming from, where you saw the bridge, with Mandela Highway. So that is why Mandela Highway is the busiest road in Jamaica. As you can see, it's a very nice road, one of the nicest roads in Jamaica, 6 lanes. This is what you would probably call a super highway. It has street lights, concrete barricade. When you're driving on this road, you actually would think you're driving in a first world country, like the US with their super highways. And also Mandela Highway links you with the PJ Patterson Highway and the Edward Siarga Highway. And those are the major highways that take you out of the Kingston area. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And also tell us what you think about driverless cars being used on the Jamaican roads. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.